Hello, everyone. Janet Rangi. Thank you so much for always following, especially the new followers, okay, and new subscribers. How about thank you, thank you, thank you? Please excuse me. I've been so busy. I know I don't come live very often, but you know me, I always try to post those short videos for you, even if it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 5 minutes. I keep you updated. But once in a while, as you all know, I'll come here live. So welcome, welcome. As you can see, the topic today, how to ask for visa benefits the right way. And you're like, Janet, you mean there's the right way and the wrong way? Obviously, from experience, I've been doing this for a long time. I started from personal experiences. Then I started reading. Then in the end, I decided to say, you know what, I better go to school. Okay. So combining all that, of course, I'm going to give you my own sense of what I think you should do to succeed, because if we don't do this, the community is not doing very well. Okay. But so far, so good. We are very proud of our progress. And I know many of you probably you are going to work, some of you are sleeping. Of course, this video will be here for a long, long time. So new followers, welcome. Silent followers, welcome. Old comers, welcome. Okay. All right. I'm going to divide this session in three. The right way of applying for a visa, and by that I mean visa at home and also right here in America, immigration benefits. What is the right way to do it and what is the wrong way to do it? So the first thing I'll focus on is knowledge. The second thing I'll focus on is trusting the process. Thank you so much for your comments. And the third one, I'll focus on wrong information. So let's go to knowledge. As you well know, when you go to the embassy, most of us, it has always been guesswork. True or false? I'm right here. All I did was to apply, follow instructions. At least me, I followed instructions. But I thought, I can just wake up in the morning, cover myself if it's very cold, show up on time, and that is good enough. No, that is not good enough. And we are very glad that we are changing one person at a time. Yes, some of us went through, and in hindsight, looking back, we qualified. I can look at myself and I see some of those things that came out very strong, but I was not aware that there is a law. And also, if you need, of course, more information, as I've always said since I started these videos, I am not a lawyer. I'm going to school, okay, for immigration advocate. Of course, I have my certificates, but I'm now completing more courses. But I have to give this disclaimer from the beginning. Of course, you can go to janetrangi.com to see more disclaimers. We can also connect you to the lawyers. Okay, we have contracts, we are consultants, and I'm also working with schools now. Okay, schools are approaching me and I'll come and present those schools to you. So stay tuned, tell your friends to show up, because now we are not just going to go to next year without plans. We are going to go this year, next year, planning our finances, planning our future, planning the right way. Okay, and the schools are willing to even give you discounts. Can you be? They told me, Janet, if your students come, we can give them discounts. So that is a very, very exciting news, and I'll come and talk to you about that coming up. But for today, let us focus on how do we get these benefits the right way. So knowledge, as I said, it's not just about waking up and going to the embassy. It's not just coming to America and just hearsay. I saw this. They are threatening this. We hear this. No, 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 no. We are very sophisticated, okay? We are more than that. All right, so knowledge. Number one, what is knowledge? So for you to apply for any visa in the embassy at home, do you know what kind of visa you're applying for? And do you understand what they are looking for with that particular visa? And of course, I've taught you the right websites. It's not about my friend said this. I've heard there is a rumor. No, 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 no. If Janet says go to uscis.gov, I mean it. If I tell you go to the State Department, I mean it. That is the right source of information. Okay, especially if you're doing self-petitioning and you have not asked for a lawyer, go to the right. You know what? When I first came to America, there is something that they say here: trust but verify. I like that. I can trust you as my friend. I can listen to opinions, but do I have the ability to verify? All embassies have websites. Have you gone to the local embassy? Have you read about a visit visa? That is the way we are going, and I'm very proud with now a group of people. So many of you are listening to me. Some of you are new. Welcome, welcome. But majority of the people that are here in America, they are in Canada, they listen to me. We believe in research, and I want you, if you're coming to watch me for the first time, we are going to focus on knowledge, and we are just not going to focus on any knowledge. We are going to focus on the right knowledge, right website, right sources of information. It's not going to be hearsay. I had. I feel the lack of knowledge is the biggest. Lack of knowledge makes you get conned. It's true. Because, and I love your comments. It's true. When you don't have knowledge, you don't understand what a visit visa is. It's not just, oh, visit means you go there to visit family. You don't understand what they look for in a visit visa. You don't understand what they look for in a F1 visa. You don't understand what they look for in a J1 visa, H1B visa, green cards through legitimate marriage, green cards through lottery, green cards through jobs, and so on and so forth. You do not understand. Why? Because you have not invested time. Okay, so knowledge is very, very important. Do not show up without understanding. Okay, and now after you understand the broad knowledge of that visa, how do you make the application? Again, instructions are very clear. We tend to overdo things. No, no, no. Go with the checklist. I know when you apply even to universities, they have a checklist. Did you do the application form? Do you have your passport size photographs? Is your passport current? Right? So you want to gather all those documents. Again, documents will depend with the kind of visa you're applying. For example, if you are going for a visit visa, they might ask you the reason for travel. So do you have your intent ready? Do you have your plans ready? What are you going to tell them? What takes you to America? Do you have an answer? If it's a visit visa, do you even know the document that you need to produce to the embassy? I remember there are some people those days, they will just, you have relatives or you have friends in America, they send you a document, you go to the embassy. If they ask you what an I-20 is, you don't know. I love you, your comments. I'll come to the comments later on. And by the way, use your buttons. If you followed me for a long time, I'm gonna come with my fun videos to bring you back. Okay, you cannot just watch me like a movie. Okay, you're gonna be participating. Okay, so by putting the blue buttons, red buttons, yellow buttons, we love that. So interact with us. Okay, I love you. So you want to know what is an I-20, then you have knowledge. If you are going for a J1, what is the document the immigration, the embassy is looking for? DS 2019. That is knowledge. Okay, if I'm coming on F1, can I come with a spouse? Can I come with them at the same time? Can one come and settle and wait and the other one go fast? And what are these reasons that will make us make this decision? Okay, for J1, how long can I go there? Who is a J1 sponsor? Who is the right people to contact? Okay, you can just go to any sponsor, or they have to be registered with the US State Department. So you need everything. You need information. What is the H1B visa, and who are these people that qualify the H1B visa? What are the requirements? What is the level of education? Do you understand? Even J1, what is the age group that they need? So every visa has a lot of information. And before I transition from the knowledge aspect, I'm just giving you a broad umbrella so you understand that you cannot just say, I'm going. My sister is in America, so I will be going. You don't know. Okay, we want to elevate ourselves very high to show that even if they don't give us a visa, we are going to demonstrate that at least we have the knowledge. Okay, we are going to demonstrate that at least we have the knowledge. And I'm a big advocate of knowledge. Okay, so some of you, I love you. You graduated from those big universities, true or false, and you had a graduation ceremony. And during graduation ceremony, there is someone called master of ceremony or the guest speaker. From most guest speakers that I've watched, including mine, you should see when they prepare a speech, is humongous. It's very expansive. It's very nice, and it provides hope to the graduate. Dun, 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 dun. And sometimes they tell in the speech, go out to the world, make a difference. How have you made a difference? Okay, so it takes courage. There is no if buts. If you ask me why I'm here, I will not tell you. But I took UCLA seriously. Okay, when they gave me my graduation, they said, go out there and change the world. I said, you know what? I'm going out there to tell my people that before you go to the embassy, you need information. You need information. Arm yourself with information. And it's just not information. Ask your friends where now in Nairobi who are building homes. Some of them have followed me. And I told them, do not build a house unless you've gone to Google, you've gone to YouTube, you've come on Facebook, and you've done research about houses. Are you building a bungalow? What kind of cement? What is beneficial? How does a 4-bedroom look? What designs can I use? Or you're just going to a fundi or a carpenter say, do this blindly. That is where we are moving. That is why that's it. It's that simple. Like, do things intentionally, do things in an organized way, do things with information. Okay, I think I've made it so clear, because that is one way I'm saying apply for benefits the right way, is to arm yourself with knowledge. Okay, if you have any comments on knowledge, leave it here. But basically, I have made my point. Know the right sources of information. In fact, when they train us in school, they don't train us how to get answers. They train us how to find the answer. It's much better. It's better to understand than to memorize. So if you understand that, you know what, I've heard I need to go to the United States, you're gonna go and say, can I read about the visa? And which website am I going to? Do I have an embassy at home? Do they have a website? Can I go and read? Okay, in the embassy, you'll find links. They'll send you to the State Department. Okay, from there, they can send you to the immigration here in the United States. Okay, all right. How long does it take for visit visa or fiance take? Oh, you asked broad questions. Okay, some of these things we can send you to lawyers. Some of them you need a personalized, information consultation, so we can guide you the right way. Okay, I realize that just answering one quick question is not proper information. Okay, it can be very, very misleading, especially these issues are very broad, very broad. So how long does it take a visa? Am I going to focus on the timing, the embassy? Okay, and then you throw in fiancé visa, that is K1, K2 visa. That is a video on its own. Okay, Janet Rangi 67@gmail.com if you want us to guide you the right way. You understand? Just go to Janet Rangi 67@gmail.com. We'll do personalized information. So that is knowledge. Moving on. Okay, then the next step, do not skip this one. I think the reason why we tend to fail is we do not trust the process. We do not trust the process. For example, they can tell you, okay, make this application, just follow directions. But we tend to think, okay, maybe if I just gather all these documents, if I just gather the title deeds, the shamba, my house, my bank statement, throw in a travel history here to a neighboring county, go and say hi to people here. Good. But again, you are not trusting the process, because the process is clearly telling you what we just need is your application. Let us get to know you. What is your name? Okay. What do you do for a living? What do you go to school? What do you go to school for? And what are you doing currently? Okay. Who is going to sponsor you? What takes you to America? Basic. So we tend to focus on the big picture, because thinking like, but if I do this, but if I'm more likely to get. No, basic, follow the process and always trust the process. And I know where I come from. Sometimes someone can tell you, I'll be here at 4 o'clock, and they don't show up. Okay. Or someone says, make the application for a job, and you'll never hear from them. No. So I want you to imagine that this is a society where you can trust the process. If there's an appointment, yes, if you book the appointment, you'll get it. If they say the application needs to be A, B, C, D, and you follow those directions, you are more likely to get that visa. You do not have to exaggerate. You do not have to jump hoops. You do not have to prove beyond as if you are going on a trial. Okay. No, you are not going on a trial. Okay. You just need, in fact, the most important thing you need is a checklist. Checklist is if there's anything you can get away from this video in terms of preparation and making applications, even in schools, colleges, and universities, you need a checklist. Once you check, okay, did you complete your application? Yes. And then there will even be instructions. Make sure you sign and date. Now you are busy with bank statements, you're busy with this, and then you have not even signed your application. Do you see? So trust the process. That is the best example I can think about when you are going to the embassy back home. But let me give you a biggest example, and this will affect you who are here or those who are planning to come. This is the biggest I've seen when people come here by not trusting the process. Someone, for example, comes, and I'm not saying I know anyone, don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying is not neuroscience. This is common knowledge. In the news, everywhere, we know that there are people who come here and they overstay their visas, okay, which is equivalent to breaking the law. So let me just talk about that and why I think, my opinion, of course, my opinion, all right? People do this. They give you a visit visa for 5 years, multiple entry, 1 year, multiple entry, okay? And of course, your conference was only 3 days, but they are very nice. It's a tourist visa. Me, I like tourists. In fact, when I come home, I like, to go see places, museums, same thing here. So, they tell you, okay, your conference is 3 to 4 days. So some of you think they'll give you a visa for 3 to 4 days. No, they give you a full visa for 1 year. But when you reach the port of entry, from experience, they usually stamp for people 6 months. That's what I've seen. That is what I've seen in my email, 6 months, most people. Okay. Now, you said you'll go for the conference. Can you just go for the conference? Okay. And document the conference. What is documentation? Can you take at least pictures? Show us what took you to that conference, right? Show us the hotel that was close to the conference. Okay, then from there, you're free to visit. It's called a visit visa. That's when the knowledge comes in, because you read what a visit visa is. You've read about what a student visa is. Yes, it's not just student visa. It has laws and stipulations. Okay, so now you know you can visit. You can visit places. This is where the problem comes. I come for a conference. Hey, the conference is over in 2 or 3 days. Now I start visiting. When you start visiting, now things are becoming interesting. Very beautiful country, very good transportation, amazing things to look at. You can't even finish. Myself, I'm here, and I can't even finish this country. If you ask me why I should even leave this country for tourism, I might not be able to tell you why, because I've not even finished Colorado. Colorado itself, I've not gone to Colorado Springs. I've not gone to Durango. Okay, I have not gone to Rio Doso in New Mexico. You understand? I've not even gone to South Dakota and seen wherever. I've not even finished Los Angeles itself. So there's a lot. So you come and you fall in the same trap. Like, you know what? There's so much to see. There's so much to eat. Okay. Then there's opportunities. Excuse me. You see a lot of opportunities. That is the catch. Now let's talk about the opportunities. This is a mistake I see, or what I think. That's my opinion. Don't come and ask me where did you see the opportunity. You just go and you sit. They gave you 6 months. You don't trust the process. Obviously, we are on topic number 2. I talked about knowledge. Now I'm saying about trusting the process. You have not listened to Janet to go to USCIS to look at your options. You just go. People are having fun. Okay, you are like, okay, 2 months, 3 months, the clock is ticking. Around 5 months now, your heart is starting to pound. Hey, I am not ready to go back. This is too much fun. What am I gonna do? Good. All right, you still have time. 5 months come by, 5.5 months. Before you know it, it's midnight. You are about to cross 6 months, and you have not even gotten the return ticket, my friend. And you have not gotten the return ticket. What's gonna happen to you now? you cough, you look around, you scratch your head, you hit your head, you hit your head on the wall, you think. There are no answers. Then you decide to sleep on the sofa. Okay, I love you. Now, you wake up the next morning, 6 months is gone. You are in a situation where you cannot be rescued. You are in a situation where you cannot be rescued, and I'll go to the last point when I reach to expand on that. Why can't you be rescued? You did not trust the process. So I want us to imagine, make it common sense. If a visitor, or if I invite you in my house and I tell you, hey, my friend, you have issues with paying your rent, you're like, yeah, yeah. I say, all right, I have extra rooms. I'm willing to house you for about 2 to 3 months as you look for a job. Okay. All right. Then 3 months, you're showing good signs, you're applying for the job. Before we know it, you have the job. But I see you the 4th month, you're still in my house because you're saving on your bills. The 6th month, you're still in my house. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to be rude, but I think we agreed, and I don't want to tell you. Okay. But common sense should be you asked and you need to leave. Okay. But I can show you where to get a new apartment. So some of you, you don't go, you don't think like, can I extend? Just extend. If you come in my room and you're like, Janet, now, thank you so much for giving me a room for 3 to 4 months. I've found a job, but you know what? I was so down with money. I think what I can do is, can we talk so you can extend 2 more months so I can do savings? Same thing. Same thing. There is the topic today, how to ask for visa benefits the right way. The right way is to go back and ask for permission. Can you please extend my visa? And as soon as you do that, the worst they can say is no. But my friend, you're in the right books. Do you see the difference? This is the big. I love you. This is the biggest problem. Just trust. I don't know if it's fear. I don't know if it's wrong information. I don't know, because everyone else is doing it. Have you even tried to research and say, can I extend a visit visa? Why is it important to extend a visit visa? You'll stop knocking your head. It will give you time to network. It is the law. The benefit is there. The worst they can say is no. And even when they say no, they've given you extra time. They say, sorry, you knocked the door, but the door is closed. Then they will give you further guidance. Go away. Oh, you know what? You're welcome to stay. But you know what? You have not broken the law. Tumesikia. I love you. Simple. Online. Of course, there's a process. And if you need lawyers, you come to janetrangi67@gmail.com. Kutoka leo. I love you. Kutoka you visit visa. Na unakaa kwa sofa. Unajiangusha tu. Unalala tu. Hujali. Sisemi kitu haitendeki. 20 years, 30 years. Tunakaa tu hivyo. 20-30 years, hakuna mtu anasema kitu. Meanwhile, your grandma is waiting, daddy is waiting, your kids are waiting, kwa sababu haukwenda kwa USCIS to just extend. Okay, so if you extend, you have time to think. And it's a win-win situation. You have not broken the law, and you've asked things the right way, and you've not followed the masses. Do you know what can happen those extra 6 months? You are networking. You might see further opportunities. Now, let's say you see further opportunities and you decide to change your mind. Okay? Well, you just hear, now you came on a visit visa. What can you do with that? Nothing. Let me go to the third point. Okay? Getting the wrong information is the biggest. I think for now, you're not trusting the process. You get the point. Most of us do not trust the process, that there's a process for you to extend, that there's a process for you to change status, that there's a process for you to legitimate is the key word. Okay, if you're married legitimately, there are those benefits and much more. You can go to school, you can get all these degrees and convert these things. Okay, in sociology, I did something called, it's not mob justice, but there's a phenomena where if someone gets hurt on the street, and the first person comes and they don't stop, and the second don't stop, everyone will just be walking away. Because I forget the terminology for that phenomenon in sociology or psychology. It's the same thing. Just because you come here and 90% of the people are doing it does not mean that you have to do that. You can invest in knowledge. And I can tell you, if you just even attempt And I know sometimes it's easy for us to say, fanya tu kaukora, we think it works. This system works. This system works. You do the right thing, you will succeed. I love you, I love you, I love you. So have you even thought, what are my other options? And I've just given you one option. There are many options. If you add those options, of course, Janet Rangi, 67@gmail.com. But what I'm saying is, trust the process. Now, why don't we trust the process? You know, the reason why we don't trust the process is because, number one, we lack knowledge. We don't trust the process, but we get the wrong information. Where do we get this wrong information? It has been passed to us for many years. It has been passed to us. You know, for example, when I first came, I found people who said, you know, at this country, if you have an accent, you can't work anywhere. Just, you know, fanya tu fast food. That's the only the best you can go. Hata professor anakuja anaambiwa tu hivyo. Okay, so I worked in nursing, and those days I was like, okay, among the only registered nurses around. And even when I had family members, people are like, you can't work, you know what, angalia accent, please don't lie to yourself. Meanwhile, I'm in the hospital, I'm seeing people from all over the world, speaking all kinds of accents. But you come, you are in a cocoon, because you're not exposing yourself. I heard they say this. And then there's that kind of fear. I've heard, if you say, I've heard she does this, if you do this, I have heard it. That one is more trustworthy. I love you. We trust that one the most. How about you do investigations? How about you go and do research, and not just you heard? Okay, that is big. It's from hearing from others, it's from the influence. The more people are doing it, therefore, if I do it, it's the right thing to do. Another thing why you do the wrong thing is to take shortcuts. Okay, what are shortcuts? Let me take the easy option. And that one, I don't blame you. Every human being given a chance, they will take the shorter option, the cheaper option, and the quickest option. Most humans will take instant gratification. You want something that will work now. You want to lose weight now. Okay, I can't wait for 1 year. If they tell you, no, it takes gradual, you look good. If you lose slowly, it will take you 1 year. Okay, if you do natural supplements, take some warm water, ice, no pain medicine. It's normal. But some of these things, the repercussions are heavy. They are heavy. Okay, chukua tu kimbizi. Hata mimi nasikia tu anasema ufanye tu hiyo student visa. Hiyo kitu inachukua pesa, inachukua time. So pata tu hiyo work permit, the calculator hapa. Wananyimanga watu. Not knowing that if they nyima you, the worst they can say is no. And if they say no, they direct you. So me, I always believe, what is my option one? Plan A, plan B, plan C. The things that they tell you in plan A that you can't do, you can actually accomplish them. What they are giving you plan D. They are not giving you plan A, because plan D should be your last option. If you understand, if you get what I'm saying, yeah, I said something. I love you. I said something just right there. Do you have option A, B, C, and D? Option D is the easiest. Option D is what everyone else is doing. Option D is what you are comfortable, it's cheap. Option D is what looks reasonable to you as a new arrival, because focus, pesa, money, dollars. But after 6 months, that is not your option. So I always say, who told you if you take plan A, you can't do plan D? Answer that. I love you. Now, wajuaji kuja. I love you, Kamanya, come, Kamanya. They know it all crowd. Show up. Okay? Who said that if you do not accomplish plan D, you can't? If you start with plan A, you can't do plan D. We are waiting. Crickets. I love you, Suzanne. I love you, Alice. Go do it. Mercy, Elizabeth, Casper. Okay, Alan. Yeah, I love you. If I didn't mention your name, of course I love you. Who said that if you do option A, you cannot do option D? Nani alisema usipokuwa mwanafunzi huwezi enda ukimbizi? Nani? Okay. All right. I love you. Okay. Now, having the wrong information, going with the crowd, and as I said, instant gratification. Okay. But this again, I don't blame you. We tend not to want to invest. If you are told our lawyer is going to cost you this much, meanwhile, that investment will make you 10, 100 times more. And that one, I don't blame you. It's in every society. Okay. Given a chance, people will want shortcuts. No one wants to spend anything. But sometimes cheap is expensive. You know, I came to realize if I can go and buy a cheap clothes, sometimes it will look cheap. The wind comes, I touch something, it rips. It is the truth. But sometimes when you take time, let me tell you, let me confess, I love you, Let me confess one thing that I realized. And this is, I'm not going to show off. Of course, Janet has to show off. Sometimes I like to be flamboyant, but I'm a very simple girl, okay? But take it the best way you can. Best way you can. I miss you, okay? All right. I went one day to Dallas. I looked around. I said, you know, what do people look in these things? I don't understand this Louis Vuitton. I don't understand this Gucci. What are these? I entered the store. You know, they start the service. They're well dressed. I said, Mom, do you want a drink? Do you want carbonated drink? Do you want a sofa? Do you want a seat here? And then they come with gloves. I'm like, why are you giving me gloves when you're opening this? Anyway, the service looks superb. I came out with a Gucci bag. I think you saw in one of my videos. That is not my lifestyle. I don't try to do those things. I'm a very simple girl. Excuse me, look at my nails. Look at my eyebrows. I don't complicate myself. But I have a right to show up with a Gucci bag if I can afford from my salary. Okay, anyway, that's the point is this. Once I owned that bag, I cannot go to any store and look at a purse. I feel like they are cheap. In the end, it has saved me money. Do you see that concept? I hope you got that concept. And this is a real example. Once you buy the best, you cannot even admire anything else. And I didn't show up. I didn't show off. I love you, all of you. I see your comments. Did you see? I spent very expensive on a Gucci bag. Okay, I guess it's for show off, but actually, once you touch it, it's very hard to go cheap again. Example number 2, for those who didn't know, excuse me, you know, have you ever seen my car? Have you ever seen my car? For those who have not seen my car, and I'm almost going. I'm not showing off. If you don't know Janet, this is how she talks. And people love her. I love you. Excuse me. All right. Okay. It is. Yes, it's mine. And that is my car. Okay. In case you can't read labels, Mercedes-Benz. Okay. Not small either. All right. Okay. I cannot go to any car dealership and admire a car. Trust me, when it's time for another one, nothing but the best. I cannot. Sorry. And I love all these other cars, and I love your cars, the ones you drive. But I'm just telling you best from experience. When you invest in the best, you have invested in the best. So if we tell you you need a lawyer to help you ABCD change this status, since you have your intent is to stay in school, okay, instead of doing this, you take the cheap way. Sometimes they will deny it. I've seen in the groups, they come saying, but you know that here they deny sometimes. Of course, every process they can deny. But if we tell you that that lawyer there is very experienced in doing it, go invest money right there. You choose a shortcut, then you go here. That is how you fall in trouble. So what am I saying? Follow the process, invest in yourself. Okay, it might be painful. It might be painful right now when you're doing it, but in the long run, it saves you. I've never felt like buying another car. I've never felt like buying. And now I'm thinking, even when I get good shoes, which I'm not there yet, I should buy nice, good shoes. Okay, I've never admired any other house. It has saved me money. I go in, I close my eyes, I say, okay, but I get the quality. I get value for my money. I love you, Chebet. Okay, I love. Okay, Suzanne reminded me that I can have a Maybach. Yes, it looks like it's a Mercedes-Benz. One day, we are working. We are almost there. You know. How many of you feel inspired today? Thank you so much for your comments. I love you for coming today. Today I've covered 3 important things. The right way of applying. We've covered knowledge. Have knowledge on things that you plan to apply, visas, immigration benefits. Go and read about it. If you can't, seek help, seek professional help. Invest in yourself, invest in the process. I've seen some people say, quickly, Janet, a quick question, just 1 second. These issues, when someone breaks in half, you might mess up. Okay. But can I just congratulate most of you? Let me just, after saying all this, Janet is a very, very positive thinking person. And if you missed the beginning of these videos, okay, very soon I'll come with schools that will give you benefits, discounts on fees. Where did you hear that? Yes, I'll be working with the school. I'll even bring the admission officer here so they can talk to you. Stay tuned. Click your notification buttons to make sure you don't miss. Some of these schools give you courses that are just a few months. And if you graduate, what does graduation give us? What does graduation give us? OPT. What is OPT? Optional practical training. In short words, a work permit. You love that one. Because some of you, Janet, until I come, I finish PhD before I get a work permit. And Janet is saying here, not necessarily. Okay. But all you need is to reach janetrangi.com. By the way, go and read about us. We have about us section, myself, Jay, Josephine, and then there's Sam who was here in the comments. Okay, Ashley and Purity and Bruce, all those things, all those people, sorry, on the website. Okay, so I'll be coming with schools, but in summary, you need to research, you need to trust the process, and you need to find the right information and the right people. Okay, even me, I've been doing this through experience, but I had to question myself. This is starting to touch very serious issues. I cannot just go with experience. So I invest in my education. I go back to school. You understand? And that's why these days I'm very busy, but I'm going to finish. Next month I'm finishing and I'll be back here full time. Okay, I love you so much. Naomi. They say Naomi. Yubani, we say Naomi. Eric. Okay, Eric, thank you so much. And Jay, you feel you're Sarah. Terry, thank you. I love you. And Lydia. Esther, right? Let me say hi to my people. I love you. I couldn't focus on your comments, because I was busy giving the contents. You look just the people that are inspired by Janet, the people that are inspired by Janet. Yeah. And it works. Your parents are happy. My daughter is in America, Canada. Yes. Go janetrangi.com. Thank you so much. Wow, I adore it. You see, all of you. I love your hair, Mercy. I love your hair. It's almost like mine. I love your hair. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, you're on point. Yes. I love your suit. Okay. I love how you look in your suit. You look very nice with your tie. Sorry. Yes. I love you, Mary and Alice. Let's see. What is this emoji here? Suzanne is a very good follower. I'm telling you. Okay. Yes, Janet, we can as well do plan D. Yes. Very good listening skills. Yes. I love how you interact. You're just not leaving Janet alone. Hey, you left comments. Wow. Suzanne, I love you. Suzanne is just like Janet. Godwin, how are you? Wow. Suzanne, my so I'll come. Sometimes when you come and meet you in person, you're like, oh, these are the ones that watch me online. I'm very happy. Alan, how are you? Yes. Okay, let me put people to see themselves here on the videos. You can't just be talking to people. They take their time to leave comments and then we don't look. Okay, now if you go watch this video, you'll see your comments. Any questions? Rogers, any questions? Good to see you, Roger. Good to see you. Mercy, your hair wins today, okay? Okay, if it was a winning competition, you'll get a prize. Captain, how are you? This is Sam. Sammy will leave Janet Rangi 67@gmail.com. He's an IT expert, right? I love all of you, Helen. Hey, yeah, thank you so much for interacting. you know, when you watch Janet Ranki videos, you better go and do your and write down notes. Okay, knowledge is power. Yes, exactly. Johnson, you're right. Judy. Yes. Nelson, how are you? Huh? Silent followers, where are you? You're disappearing for silent followers. I have to say hi to my people. You know, feel inspired. Yes, Naomi, I had said your name. Yeah, some of you, you come back over and over again. I love you so much, guys. Yeah, thank you, Judith, everyone. Wow. Can I just say this was, you are a very good group. You are very respectful. Not that Janet is not used to people who are not respectful. I enjoyed having you here. I hope you learned something from this video. And it's not just about the embassy, it's not just about coming to America or Canada. It's about life lessons. One thing I hear from people, and they tell me, Janet, I've learned so much from you. It's not just about the visa. Some people have listened to me and they felt inspired to do their best. People are out there doing businesses, renovating homes, renovating bathrooms, starting businesses, just because they had Janet saying all you need is just to equip yourself with knowledge. And just now, there's no reinventing the wheel. Okay, there's no reinventing the wheel. You can just go, but it needs work and it needs focus. I can't wait to see you in America. I can't wait to see you in Canada. Merci beaucoup. Asanteni sana. Muchas gracias. Zikomo. I will see you in the next video. Keep working so hard. Remember, the embassies are becoming tight. But these days, at least you can spread your wings a little bit. You don't have to be stuck in one place. University deadlines, college deadlines are coming up. You want to keep those things in place, but that's information for another video. At least I interacted with you today, okay? I'm gonna go and shower. Thank you so much for coming to these live sessions. Checking out. I will see you in the next video, guys. Thank you so much for your participation. Bye-bye.